Hello, everybody. I hope you're all doing okay at the moment. I just thought I would do another video and discuss some of the most important points when it comes to recover from RJ. During the last year, I would say, I had many encounters with people who are suffering from RJ. I had many counseling sessions with clients, and from all this experience I will now trying to summarize the most important points when it comes to dealing with RJ. So let's start with the one obvious thing that I always talk about is meditation. Now, the best app that I know of, the best app to go to learn meditation, to get the basics, to be motivated to do it on a daily basis is called Waking Up. Waking Up is the best app that I know of that you can download for free from the App Store. And the creator of this app, I find, has a really a very nice philosophy. If you feel like you cannot afford it at the moment, or you don't want to afford it, you don't feel comfortable to afford it at the moment, you can write them an email. The email you can find on the App Store on the product page, and then they will give you the subscription for free. It's really important to them that many people learn about meditation. Many people are able to discover the benefits that it brings. So that's, in my opinion, the best way to get into this. And then one thing I want to stress is the importance of daily meditation. Because what you want is, you want your brain, you want your mind to get to a better place. You want your nervous system to calm down. And in order to do that, it needs daily practice. It's not sufficient to just say meditate once in a month or once in a week, where you just have a really, really bad time. Okay, let's do a meditation. Tomorrow I skip a day. With this, you will not get far, from my experience. Even scientific studies show that the daily repetition is the most important factor when it comes to transforming the mind with a healthy habit. It really needs to be a habit in order to have a lasting change on your mind. So that's very important. If you notice yourself skipping days and just doing it once in a while, then you have to understand, you have to be completely honest with yourself that this behavior is not going to be very efficient. You're not getting the desired outcome with this. Then a next thing I would discuss is importance of balance in your life. So when you look at your life and you see, is there a balance in my life? So for example, it could be somebody who spends most of the time lying on the couch, only playing video games, or I'm exaggerating a little bit, but the more you can bring some balance to your life, the more healthy you will feel, the more able you are to handle certain thoughts, to handle life in general. So as a concrete example, I would say for me, a very big change when I started going to the gym twice a week. Now during the holidays, 3 times a week. I feel so good. I feel so healthy afterwards. I go to a gym, it's quite nearby, so it's very lucky for me. They made a specific plan for me. I told them I want to focus on on a healthy development. I don't want to train just for outward appearance, just for muscles. I want to get a healthy training, and they made a training plan specifically for me. And this really will help you to get a plan that is tailored for you, where you get the specific steps that you do every time you step into the gym, and you know you're not going to leave until you do all these 8 steps or 10 steps or whatever. So that gives you a really nice motivation and a focus in your training. Compared to just going to the gym, you don't have a real plan. You just, okay, now I'm here, let's do a little bit of that, a little bit of this. I feel I've done enough for today. Maybe I do more next time, and then you just go home, So that's really something that I think is really valuable to share with you. Another thing is sleep, the quality of your sleep specifically. And for that, I recommend that during the time before you fall asleep, you pay attention to what you are doing during this time. So, for example, if you watch porn before you fall asleep, or you watch a horror movie, you watch an action movie, something hectic, something has this kind of energy to it, then it will go deeper into your subconscious. That's something that science also has shown. The time before you fall asleep is crucial for your subconscious. That's why maybe you experienced one time that you focused on something before you fell asleep. Maybe you watched a movie, or you had a discussion with somebody in the evening, and then you went to sleep, and then you dreamt about these topics, or you had a dream about the movie. That's because the stuff that you consume in the time before you fall asleep goes deeper into the subconscious, and will also surface in your dreams, and surface and during the day, during the next day, in your thought patterns, for example. So my recommendation, take a book that resonates with you. The books that I recommend strongly are the books by Eckhart Tolle, specifically A New Earth and The Power of Now. And read a book like this if it resonates with you, and the quality of your sleep will be affected by the quality of this book, by the contents of the book that you read before you fall asleep. So that's also something that I would strongly recommend. Other healthy habits. Eating, whatever you consume, whatever you put into your system, will affect you in a strong way. So it should be obvious by now. If you eat junk food, if you just eat sugar all the day, just like how do you say that in English? Soda or sweet drinks. If you take this kind of stuff into your system, then you won't necessarily feel really good. You maybe feel good for the moment. It gives you a sugar rush or a boost, but what you want to achieve is a long-lasting effect. And for me, since I started being more aware, more conscious about what I eat, this reflects in my well-being to a very strong degree. So that's something I also would wholeheartedly recommend to all of you, because what it comes down to in the end is how important is recovery for you. Asking yourself, have you endured enough suffering by now so that you can take all the motivation that is left in you, all the energy that is left in you, to finally make these steps, to finally change something on a daily basis, not just like today I do something healthy and next next day I forget about it. But to finally taking on these healthy habits in your life. Have you endured enough suffering by now? So for that, I can also recommend you my free guide for overcoming RJ. I wrote a 26 days guide to overcoming RJ step by step. Every day you get a short to-do list where you can make like crosses, you can tick off boxes when you have done something. I wanted to do this to give you a structure and to motivate you. So every day you can see how far you have already come, and to tick off these boxes can be very satisfying in a way. So I did all the healthy steps that I need to do. I already done them for today. So yeah, this I can recommend to you. Maybe I can make a link in the description, or you can join my Facebook group called Change for the Better, where it's all focused on positivity. Somebody that I know once described other Facebook groups as like an echo chamber. How do you say in English? Echo chamber. So echo because all the people in some of the Facebook groups, they complain, because they are feeling bad at the moment. So they complain and say, or seeking reassurance and saying, yeah, do you also feel like we are really in a bad situation? And then other people say, yeah, what you described to me would bother me too. Yes, I really feel bad also. And nothing good comes from these kind of discussions. You drag each other down. So that's why I created the group called Change for the Better. And you are all welcome to join it. That's where I post all my stuff. Yeah. So I think a new video will be uploaded soon. I already have an idea for another video where I would go into detail about a certain method, a certain an analogy that I would use. I call it the video game analogy. I need to do some more work on this when I'm ready with this concept, and I will upload the video maybe in the upcoming weeks. And as a last point, I would like to share with you some of the successes that I had with clients in one-to-one counseling, which I am offering for free at the moment. So I'm in a way that I leave it up to the client. If they want to donate something, if it is valuable to them, then they are free to donate whatever they like. So, for example, I had a client some months ago where even like his psychologist told him something like, probably you have to be on this medication now for a very long time, or even for like the rest of your life or something like that. And it felt like the way he explained it to me seemed like even the psychologist like gave up on him or something. And then he had a talk with me, and after the talk, after some weeks, he relapsed, or it got worse with his RJ compulsions, with OCD compulsions. And then we had another talk, and after like the second talk, he got back to me after some weeks and saying his life has completely changed around, and he's so thankful for it. And it's like stories like these that really motivate me to keep going with this. And I have often questioned myself if I should really make this for free, if I should really leave it up to the client if they want to donate anything. And to be honest, many of the people they kind of, I assume they kind of forget about it, or they kind of, I don't know if they don't have much money or whatever the reasons may be, but many of the people don't really donate anything because it's not really like that people are greedy or people are or that it is like a bad behavior, but I guess if you already get a product and then afterwards it's up to you if you still want to pay it or not, like feel free to pay if you want, then for many people it's difficult to pay something after they have already received like all the recommendations and all the help that I can give them. Because I'm not hiding anything behind a paywall. Like if you have a talk with me, I will give you all the information to the best of my abilities. I don't hide like a course behind like a $300 paywall or something. And also I will never like approach you and say, hey, how about the donation? Can you please send some money, I leave that up to you. But maybe with this video, I just want also to raise some awareness that even though I leave it up to you, I greatly appreciate it if people give something back, if it also gives some value to my work. If you then say, yeah, Sam, I realized you took maybe more than an hour of your time to focus on the problems that I experience at the moment, and for this I want to give you back something. It means a lot to me. So I hope this video and the contents of these videos helped you, and if you have any further questions, feel free to step in contact with me. I will probably leave my email also in the description or somewhere in the comments. And and thank you for supporting this channel, for listening to my advice. You will hear from me soon in the next video, probably during the upcoming weeks. So take care, everybody, and goodbye.